El Rio de las Animas Perdidas, or River of Lost Souls. Known by locals as the Animas River, it is the heart and soul of the Durango community. Built around the river in the 1800s, Durango has grown from a small coal mining town to a thriving tourist destination. The Animas River is a must for tourists and a necessity for locals. What does one do with such a grand river, you ask? Water sports. Rafting, kayaking, paddleboarding, you name it. And it's not uncommon to see locals casually floating by on inner tubes. On this episode of Southwest Adventure Time, I am diving headfirst to see what it is about the river that has people so hooked. We're here at Mile to Mile today to see just what the Animas River has to offer. Let's go check it out. And to do so, I needed to find a professional. Michigan native but longtime Durango-tang and co-owner of Mile to Wild, Al Michael, has all the information one could ever need about the river.
The Animas River is really at the heart of Durango as a community. It runs right through town. We've got a great whitewater park now to highlight that. Having such a vibrant town on the banks of such a beautiful mountain stream is really a special thing. And I think it just gives people a real connection to the outdoors that they don't get otherwise.
The average temperature of the Animas varies from 45 to 50 degrees. To keep us from becoming human popsicles, it was time to suit up so we could head out. There we go. There we go. The raft trip started at Santa Rita Park, located in downtown Durango. At 49 degrees Fahrenheit and 4,700 cubic feet per second, the river was in no mood to be messed with. So as not to perish ourselves in a more modern sense of the word, a quick safety lesson ensued before we could depart.
We're at a really high water level. Should be a lot of fun, really splashy, really awesome. If you were gonna listen to one thing and one thing only in this entire safety speech, listen up right now. Do not ever stand up in the river. What? What do we do not do? Don't stand up in the river. Okay. About the scariest thing that could possibly happen to you rafting is what's called foot entrapment. So when you're walking down the stream, and your size 10 foot finds a size 10 hole, your foot's gonna stay there, the rest of your body's gonna keep going. Most likely you'll be doing push-ups on the bottom of the river for the rest of your life.
After our safety lesson, it was rapids and rafters at the ready. Meet Dawn, our river guide for the day. Like Al, Dawn is not originally from Durango, let alone Colorado. Born in Pennsylvania, Dawn was drawn to Colorado for its snowy slopes. But after getting roped into becoming a raft guide, he now has reason to stick around all year.
I looked it up on the Google machine, and I took a Greyhound bus out here and ended up in Durango and found me a job.
The name for the river comes from a local tale of Spanish conquistadors.
Las Animas de las Perdidas means River of Lost Souls. So what happened was when the Spanish were coming up here exploring this area, the Indians knew they were coming this way, and they knew that they wanted to get rid of those Spanish as quickly as possible. So what they did, it was becoming winter, and they ended up shoving those people up the valley, up towards Silverton, because they knew there was no chance of them surviving through the winter. The Spanish were having a bad case of the smallpox, and they were dying left and right, and there was no place to bury them because they kept getting pushed up by the Indians. So they ended up just floating them down the river of Lost Souls.
We began with a nice quick rapid under the 550 bridge, introducing us to the chill. And the excitement only continued.
The thing about running rivers is that the longer you do it, the more you realize it's all about sharing it with other people. When you get out there and you can experience the river for the first time through somebody else's eyes, it really brings back that excitement and keeps it, fresh and enjoyable.
So everyone give me a big old
Obviously, the rapids are the most fun part of the ride, but the calmer areas allowed me to take in all the scenic beauty that surrounds the river.
So some of the history behind the Animas is they used to do a lot of logging on it, transportation of logs, And they also do, the town used to be completely coal powered. So they would suck the water out of Animas, use it to make the steam to power the entire town, which is really cool. It was the very first town dependent on a coal plant. Didn't last very long though, shut down pretty quickly. And now that coal plant is a discovery museum for kids.
While waiting for the rafts in our party to catch up, I spoke with Dawn about the classifications of rapids and behind the scenes of whitewater rafting.
So what classifies each? Like how do you
What makes a class 5, 3?
Yeah.
So 1 is moving water. So if you take this rock out of here, it's moving water, it's class 1. Class 2 is where you need to make some type of move through the rapid, but not like anything crazy. Class 3 is where a little experience is required. You're probably gonna have to be moving away from a hole or maybe a rock. But if you were to flip or swim someone, it wouldn't be totally dangerous. They just kind of get flushed downstream.
Yeah.
A class 4 is where you have to have experience as a guide. You're gonna start going against the current, trying to get to where you wanna go. Danger is present, whether it's strainers, sieves, or just really, really long, gnarly swims.
Yeah.
And then class 5 is the next step up. Experts only. You're absolutely going against the current, trying to get to where you want to go into the rapid. And then
Survival
there's
mode, basically.
Survival mode, just holding on.
Yeah.
Smelter right now is a 4. Usually it's a 3. Once it gets above 5,000 CFS, it's definitely class 4.
Due to the high levels and speed of the river, our raft trip did not include Smelter, but it is definitely a must-see. Our final rapids of the day were a series of quick ups and downs that we attacked while spinning. This wasn't my first whitewater rafting trip, and it won't be my last. I learned a lot about the culture and history of the Wild River. I saw views unrivaled by anywhere else. It truly was an experience that can only be obtained in Durango, Colorado.
You know, there's a lot of places you can go to just raft and just jeep or just do this activity or that, but we can do them all, and we can do them all with such a great community at the heart of it. You know, downtown Durango is a really special place, and when you get down there in the summer and you experience that and you get out in the outdoors all day long, it's a combination that's really special that we have here.